officially 7 o'clock. I went live a little early there. Should be good there. Woo, how's it going? Hey everyone, thanks for tuning in. I started just a little bit early and it was a late post. I thought I had everything loaded and shared earlier. I was wrong. I did not get it shared in time. And I did last week. I wasn't sure if I was going to do a live stream, but we decided we're going to head out tomorrow morning. So was okay to just go ahead and hang out and do a little live stream tonight. So just kind of a last minute go at it, just to kind of see how everything's going. Morrissey, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. I'm just cutting out some decals here real quick. Some stuff ready on the kiddo's new body. Customer C, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. So yeah, I'm just kind of Eric's RC, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. I'm just kind of hanging out here, finishing up a little bit here on the kiddo's truck. We'll put it on here in just a minute, and just making sure everything's ready and good to go for this weekend. Super excited and ready to get out to Denver and do some comp. So I'm going to head out Western Kansas. We're going to head out to Western Kansas tomorrow. Spend the day, hang out with some family stuff out there, and then early Saturday morning, we're going to head into Denver. So hopefully be a good time. And again, super excited to head out that way. Something found, I'm not sure. Oh, snacks. How's it going, Conley? Yeah, doing good. Hope everyone's all good out there. Theron, how's it going? Customer C, what wheelbase would you do for indoor comps, 12.3, 12.5? I mean, I don't think it really, gates and all that stuff are going to have to be the same with indoor or outside. So I think either one's probably fine. I do just prefer generally now. Most of my builds are set in that 12.5 range. So that's just personal preference and how the truck's set up, or like how that terrain is, stuff like that. Jordan Roberts, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. All right. So, ready to do a little bit here. This thing is really bright, and the camera really doesn't do it much of honesty whatsoever. A little. That should work. Yeah, this one's coming out pretty good. I think dude's gonna be pretty happy with the way this is taking shape. I don't need either of those stickers. I do want 2 of these. Those stickers are good too. All And now throw a couple tail lights on here. Just for some looks and giggles. Alright. That is the last of that decal. Eric's this is the J Concepts Mortician body. It is a monster truck body. Class 3 here. I run a junior Mortician. So this one for the kiddos class 3, we picked up the regular Mortician. Same kind of wagon style. It's just more rounded, old school looking there. And this color is, I said, it looks yellow on here, but it is fluorescent orange, almost fire cone orange, so to say. But kind of wanted to go a little color scheme here. We got the orange carbon fiber chassis V3. We have his blue 1.9 bead locks on here, so went with that theme and almost kind of a little Dragon Ball Z-ish theme. We do have, I did pick up a Goku name tag for him. I'm just going to kind of put it on the side over the top there. I think you'll like that pretty good. For cab only on a power wagon, would you mount the back of the cab? Mine, I never had. Mine's just kind of set there, or I'd use Velcro if I have it up against like a 3D printed flatbed. I just Velcro on the back half of the cab and on the flatbed, or people use body clips or body posts mounted down, or even some of the G-Speed body post mounts and just drill them into sliders and other stuff like that. So, good there. So let's see. The sticker is a bit excessive, but I think it'll look come out okay. We'll just kind of lay it on from the side, see how everything comes out. Make sure I have the correct rotation. That'll work there on the side there. I think you'll like that a lot. Whew. Eric's RC, yeah. What he's saying there, G-Speed, 2 screw body posts on the sides on the sliders. Yes, that works. I've seen that done many times. It works good there. But yeah, I mean, it's just personal preference. Really, most people do find some way to attach the back of the cab, but how I always have had mine mounted, it generally doesn't go anywhere. I don't use push pins. For the most part, I use screw caps or like the Pearline caps, so they go on and they tend to stay on. So next up, one more decal up here for him. Probably need to find a couple more. Perfect. Come on, transfer tape. Oh. Oops, I still have that all done here. Yeah. Came out pretty good right there. That'll do nicely for him. I want to melt that, so let me get caught up on some stuff here. Sorry. What was the job you had to do last Friday where it wanted to be 8 degrees colder? I'm still actually chasing that, but Mother Nature has taken the cold with her for right now. Fortunately, there's nothing I could do at this time to figure out the car. We have a couple lead points to go on next time. We just simply told the customers, really nice understanding, like this is strictly weather related. It has no other problems except when it is that cold, but it's not like I have a drive-in freezer where I can drive the whole car in and get the whole car down to, sub-zero, single digits, 8 degrees or colder, and then try to work on it, because it doesn't take very long. Even when it does do it, it only took about 5 minutes of run time before the car was warm enough to act just fine. So it takes specific less than 10 degrees for several hours, if not overnight, to cause the concern. And then my diagnostic window, the time I have to try to figure out what's wrong and test stuff, is 5 minutes. So needless to say, that's one of those ones that it's going to be a fun one. I'm really interested, though, to figure out what it is, because that is I like those problem cars. I like that style of stuff. So grab some more stickers in a minute, but let's go over here. So yeah, this is the Class 3 truck I'm working on for the kiddo, which saw me on the live stream a couple ago, stripped down his Capra. So took his axles and his electronics that were in the Capra and swapped everything over to a G-Speed V3 chassis. So this is the orange carbon fiber. You can get a little bit of it there in the light. It does, natural sunlight, it does pop a lot more, stuff like that. But pretty cool there, really like that. Hardcore, or stretched out. The wheelbase, this is pretty significant. Setting at 13.5 inches on his wheelbase. High clearance links from In the Works RC. I may get some different ones. I may shorten the rear up a little bit because it is a bit long, but it's going to do really, really well, I think. Just a placeholder transmission for right now. It's just a 3-gear with dig. I want to do a Ford motor mount style on his truck for him. Just kind of wait and recuperate a little bit and then get parts ordered, wait for some motor mounts to come back in stock. So we'll eventually get that swapped out for him, because also this will, I don't think it's going to stay dig for Class 3. It's going to go to 4-wheel steer. So when 4-wheel steers there, I don't need the dig anymore. So get rid of it and put in a different transmission setup there. Also want to get him a full-size stronger winch going. And this thing needs a G14 something fierce. So all in all, it's coming along. Few little things there and there, or a few little things here and there. And other than that, I mean, he can take it out and do some runs now. So it'll be really, really good. And just slowly but surely, little changes here and there. I was doing a video on this. And another one of those weird moments where I started recording, talking, stepped away, came back, and never didn't hit record again. So it'll probably show up. It was just going to be an over all video, what I used from the Capra, what I have for the build, stuff like that. Eric's RC Garage, yes, the Mortician body, the regular Mortician and the Junior Mortician, they're honestly kind of popping up like a new Power Wagon or new Cliffhanger body. There were a few that ran them, that have been running them. Started doing that one, and I ordered this one, and it's just, luck of the draw. Everyone's finding that body, and this body is popping up good. And honestly, it makes sense. It's something different other than the Power Wagon or Cliffhanger. The Junior Mortician is basically a panel wagon creep body. So they're already narrow here in the front. You can cut the fenders there, keep everything straight. The bodies are lightweight, and you can do some aggressive cutting. Like, I really wanted to do more aggressive. Like, the body line on this was going to be like from here to about there, but just didn't do it. Wanted to have a little something left over there. I know they perform better and they're lighter, stuff like that. I just haven't quite been able to bring myself to completely chopping up a body where there's not much left. I do like the looks of some of them. They look really, really good. Ivan, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Customer C, if you ever come near Illinois, you have to have your crawlers running. Yes. Yeah, anytime I'm up that way, if I know there's a good area where I can crawl and stuff like that, I do generally tend to bring my RCs with me, just because, one, I don't fly anywhere. I drive because I'm scared to death of flying, so I always drive and I always have room for an RC car. Ivan, what shock oil do you use? In here right now, I have a 35 weight oil to start with. Probably just messing with it here on the bench. I think I'm going to bump it up, probably with a 40 in the front, probably 45 in the rear, go from there. Harley FPV, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated. Indy, how's it going? Oh, you've got a Team Garage 4 mount and a spur locker. You just got all the good stuff. We'll see. Since I'm going to Team Garage this weekend, I might see. Maybe I'll get lucky and I'll be stocking some or have some there at the clubhouse available. And if that's the case, I'll probably go ahead and I'll probably pick one up. So, said I'm just super excited to go there and hang out this weekend. Conley, yeah, I know, statistically speaking, I know planes are far safer. I'm in Wichita. This is aircraft town. We have Spirit and everybody else, and it's been aircraft town forever. I know the people that work on those planes, and I know the condition they go to work and work on said planes. I like my wheels, and I like my steering wheel. I'm in control. So, anyways, yeah, so we'll get a video, just an overall video on this one, because I really messed up the assembly part of it. So, in the meantime, we'll go from there, and I'll go with some more depth. Like, there's a few things. Like, I thought I had 2 incision drive shafts left. I only had 1, so I need to get another set of incision drive shafts or a set of wild bores coming. There was a couple of little things I wanted to just check, but overall, and I'm be getting some custom bumpers made here for the front. The rear, I'll have to figure something out, because this does tuck and set down pretty low. So I'm either going to have to cut more of this out, or kind of go through the body. So we'll kind of see how that goes here later on. And assembly was pretty easy, and I'll go over like body mounts and stuff like that in the video, because again, in typical body mounts, it's just kind of things that work and that I've really come to like here. I have insane grab the drive. Yeah, that's one reason. That was a big reason when I got my Tundra. Why I wanted. Tundra is super comfortable on long drives, and there's so much space. Evan, how's it going? Tuning in from Denver. Sounds great. Hopefully, I think you'd message me. I think you'll be there too, so that'll be cool to meet some people and everything like that. They have a winter custom RC. They have a winter series there for C3, max of 11 inches wide, and everything else. So from Sorka, they're a little different. Yeah, okay, I kind of see that. C3 with a max of 8. I don't even think I'm just measure here now. I have to. Yeah, this one didn't even get to the gate. Oh man, that would. I mean, one, if you're running AR-44s and stuff, which I know a lot of people do run AR-44s and such in Class 3, I mean, that's obviously doable. And a narrow gate for stuff like that is going to make you a better driver. That's just definitely a step away from standard Class 3 sizes. Like I said, this would not even fit in the gate. This is over 11 inches wide, so I would not have a good day. I think my Class 3 in the front, I'm okay because it's an AR-44, but then in the rear, I have a capper rear axle. So I think with it and also the wheels, I think it's at like 9.5 inches in the rear. Ooh, missed up here. Here we go. CJJRC, how's it going? Tuning in from Australia. Awesome. I'm getting several Australians usually tune in here, and that's pretty awesome. I really like that. That is, if I ever had to fly somewhere, the places of destination would be Australia and Japan. Those are the two places I would suck it up, go get a prescription, and pass out on a plane. Those are the two places that I would eat it, suck it up, and fly to, because those are two places I've just always been fascinated with and want to visit. Easton RC, this is the J Concepts Mortician body. It is a monster truck body, generally readily available online from just about anywhere. Eric's RC Garage and our RC 3-bar bumper will look pretty good on it. Yes, it would. That was the other option I was thinking of. But like I said, I wanted to start getting a little bit on some of the fabricating stuff. I do have a bunch of chassis tabs for bumpers and stuff like that, so I think I'm going to give it a go and see how it works and see how terrible I can make a bumper look. Jack, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. What am I putting those wheels on? Currently, they're chilling right here with the new KLR design. These will be bouncing around for a while. Once they'll probably be going back and forth on the Class 2. These will probably go on when I run a Lexan body. But yeah, super excited. Finally was able to get my hands on a set of Team On6 beadlock wheels here. They are in stock again, and I've been waiting for a while, and then they just finally started showing up in stock. Cool thing with these wheels, they have adjustable offsets there on the backside, and that hub is also a scale rotor. So super cool there. Has a built-in scale point and adjustability. Evan, sounds good. See you afternoon for C2. Heck yeah, it's going to be a great time. It looks like everyone's just kind of getting there tonight. I just saw Gabriel and Lance and stuff they just posted. They're hanging out now. So I might have to see what time or what time they're all grabbing breakfast. Because we're going to head into Denver probably. It's about a 2-hour drive from family's place. So we'll probably head into Denver probably about 4 or 5. So get there, maybe see where everyone's eating breakfast. That'll be pretty sweet. Easton RC, Ontario, Canada. How's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Indy, hoping to have the C1 done for Scale Nash, but I think I found a different body, so the F350 will be here. I am looking for a Tundra body complete. I found bits and pieces. I'm able to find parts of it, but there are specific parts I can't find. Windshield I can't find, but that is okay. I can make my own windshield out of Lexan. There are a couple other pieces that I just cannot find. I've searched eBay and online. I think the actual light bucket assemblies I cannot find. And there was a couple other little pieces I just can't find. So that is one thing I am looking, because that probably after Scale Nationals, I don't feel like changing that body and learn that stuff. We'll have a new body after Scale Nationals. We'll probably go through and rebuild, honestly, most of the trucks, just to try something new. Eric's RC, Ohio. Nice. tuning in from all over. Customer C, yeah, you about have to run Air 44, Air 45s. Yeah, you have to run a narrow axle with an 11-inch gate width, which is good. I mean, there's still plenty of options out there and stuff like that. Theron, yes, I am. Flying just not been my thing. It's probably because I didn't fly young. I didn't start flying or have to fly till I was older, and by then I already drive everywhere. Stick with driving everywhere. YouTube great, man. We'll see. I mean, I'm ready. I can hit all the gates, or I think probably 8 gates before I hit point out, so we'll be good to go. CJJRC. Yeah, very cool here in Australia. Just about to head out for a crawl, taking the SX6. Nice. Yeah, SX6. It's still one of those things, but I think I mentioned on live stream last week. Stopped by Hobby Town and they had it sitting there out of the box, and it is massive. Actually, I don't have any place. I mean, I would find a place to put one, obviously, but don't exactly have a place to just put it. So, someday. Elliot here. How are you doing, bud? My mom X went up in smoke the other day from purely just reversing down a steep face. Ever heard of that? I hope the yellow jacket motor I'm using has been hurt. No, not really. ESC wise, for the ESC to do that, like maybe a loose connection somewhere. I mean, it went going down, reversing down a steep face, so it shouldn't have been too much load or nothing binding. So yeah, loose connection maybe somewhere. Is really all that comes to mind on something like that. Conley, Kentucky. Elliot, Scotland. Wow, tuning in from, you're getting a little bit of all over the place. That's pretty sweet. Harley here. Denver's only 75 miles from me. I'm in Colorado Springs. Nice. Not too. I mean, that would be a close drive. If I was that close, I'd probably pee that Team Garage Jack all the time because they do a lot of comp stuff inside, and it's an inside comp. So I'm excited. I don't have to worry about being too cold or too hot. King Kong has the 112 scale body. It looks pretty cool. Plus its opening hood, door full interior, and it fits wheel-wise. Nice. That's a good one. The other body I was thinking about doing would be an LC70, but those are 12.3, and I do want to, I think I can't remember what the Tundra is either, but I do want to stick shorter, but if I have to, I'll go longer wheelbase. Brett, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Okay, we need, oh no. That was an expensive wheel to just fall. Okay, let's get some more stickers here. Some G-Speed stickers, Super Chefy stickers, Works RC stickers. Those on there for now. Team Garage Jack stickers. Ha! No, there's stickers all over in here. I just gotta figure out which ones I want. Oh, goodness. Should put a unicorn on his truck. He'd really like that. We'll let him take some stickers out and stuff on there too at some point. But in the meantime, should be good to go. Oh. There's one I put somewhere now. Key City Hobby. Elliot just got the dual stage foam anti-foams in today. Just got them mounted up. Looking forward to trying them when I get new SC through the door. Yes, I enjoy the anti-foams a lot. They are class 1, 2, and 3. Been driving them for a while, and yes, I really, really dig them a lot. And tuning rods and stuff, really, I've had good luck with help tuning rods, and then I've put tuning rods in and also had good luck. So I found battery's done. Gonna get a battery, a LiPo charge for my controller. so I at least have an extra for the weekend. GoPros are charging too, so should be good to go. LAX, Denver here. Oh, sweet. Custom RC, Crawler Canyon RC Parks, first comp 14 of 24, so I'm feeling kind of happy, especially for being my third. Yeah, I mean, yeah, the more you go, you get the feel for all that stuff. Like I said, my first comp was not even remotely anything good like that. Slowly getting better here and there, and every once in a while I can drive pretty decent. X-Max question, 25T pinion with a 30T spur. Would it be the same? Oh man, why you gotta answer the gearing questions? But I always ran 30-30 on my X-Max. I went the one I had massive power in the X-Max, but I mean, math-wise, right? Yeah. Is it still 30? Yeah. Is it still gonna be spinning around? No. I mean, you gotta ask me actual questions. Should have given my team shirt to have Gabe Lance inside. There you go. That would work. Shoot, what am I doing? Oh yeah. More stickers here. We'll go. Oops. RC down the side there. Get Team Garage Hack. I need a bigger one. Need more stickers. Oh, thank you, Justin. Voodoo sticker. Team Project sticker. Okay. All right. Yeah, RC, yep. Yeah, first one. My first comp, I went with a 13-pound TRX4 with a sound kit. So that tells you how well that comp went. I had a sound kit on it on a comp truck. I knew nothing, but I had a great time and I learned a lot. And I think I came back from Crawl Blues. That was my first major one, and I think I was home 45 minutes before the whole truck. Yes. Try to decide which one he gets, black or blue. I think he's just going to get black. And the whole truck tore down, and then I started researching into LCG chassis and all of that fun stuff. Super Shaper sticker there. And yeah. TGH peak right there. Yeah. Does have a lot of that stuff as well. Okay, next here on the side. All the stickers. That's just, if I don't do it, he's going to do it, so I might as well enjoy putting the stickers on. there. So we're going to go with black. Oh, no. Heat up the transfer tape there, so how's it going? Nasty Trucker, how's it going? It's going okay. Transfer tape's a little cold, so going to warm it up and hopefully get the sticker off without becoming a disaster. Yes, that worked. That worked way better than I thought it was. All right. Nope. Going on the hood. Oh, disaster. Whew. Harley, how's it going? Well, thanks for tuning in. Much appreciated. Maybe we'll see you up here soon. Dude, stickers don't give you skill points. But stickers give you aura. Yes. And actually, license plate sticker is a scale point. So, that does count. And like I said, if I don't put stickers on here, the kid is, so I might as well enjoy it. Oh, maybe. Yeah. A little F and send it there. That'll be pretty good accurate for the way he drives some days. So have a great time with it. Dang it. I just did these. That ought to do. That ought to do. And that ought to do. Okay. I think we're done with stickers for right now. Just need to keep that sticker out because I need that for something else. That is going to go on my truck there. Ooh, yeah. Yeah, that works. But Yep, that'll do. Indy, what radio does the kiddo use? He uses a DX5 rugged. Yes. So that way we both have spectrum, so all the receivers and everything else, we can both interchange if needed. So, and he likes it a lot, and it is tougher. He's dropped it, he'll get it wet, stuff like that. So, it is definitely held up to the abuse and the driving. So, it is one that yes, I would recommend. I don't mind the rugged. I just worked with the touchpad there for a little bit, and then once I messed with it for a little bit, got used to it, I was perfectly fine. I had no other issues after that, and it's been problem free. And I ran a rugged for a while too, and then I moved up to the GX5 Pro, specifically for the turn knob. But overall, yeah. Solid 10-footer. I think I'm happy with that. I think he'll enjoy that pretty good there. A little bit of an aggressive lean there. So, yes, that is one thing. Yeah, but the rubber around the side here can come off, like right here. It like plucks out of the side, and then you put it back in. But it can come off there. But other than that, I mean, yeah, it's a pretty solid radio. I really like it. Yeah, honestly, the GT5, I've seen lots of grown adults drop the GT5, and it holds up really good as well. But yeah, I mean, as far as overall reliability and toughness, yes, the rugged is better there. Mercy, how would you mount a GoPro on a regular DX5C? DX5 Pro, but same thing here. I just got a GoPro mount, stuck it there on the front, and right here I switched, so either I can put my phone here or pull that all the way off and put in the little GoPro and be just fine. And honestly, everything still stays that way. I just make sure it's out of my way for the most part. Yeah, just one of the actual double-sided the GoPro sticky mounts. I would recommend actually getting a GoPro version. Or, I mean, you can always replace the tape, but the GoPro ones, they do stick better initially by far. And whatever tape they use, the others apparently don't use that same tape, because I've gotten some of the knockoff ones. I stick them on, everything's clean, and they fall right back off. So, granted, yes, you can always change out the tape, but the GoPro ones are just a little bit more, and you don't have any of that. Yeah, that would work. Yeah, a little silicone gasket sealant there would do just fine. And yeah, Justin did, like he says here, the GT5 for the money, $80. You almost can't beat. Actually, I don't think you can beat that for $70 and a 5-channel radio. I just don't think you can. I picked up a great deal on my first DX5 rugged. I think I picked it up rugged with a receiver for $100. It had been used one time, so I picked it up, started using it, and so everything became Spectrum. And then the new stuff comes out with, like, I get an Arma, or if we do end up with an RT or Axial, they already have Spectrum receivers in them, so I can just simply bind and good to go. And then I upgraded, picked up another DX5 rugged for the kiddo, just to use one. Then for his birthday, I think last year before I picked him up, he wanted the rugged, so picked up the green rugged, and then I got the Pro, and we were good to go from there. I searched online, like Amazon. I searched GoPro cell phone holder, then it'll pop up. Like I think mine was simply just this piece right here that has a lot of knots, the slots in there that'll attach it to basically any GoPro mount. So just search GoPro cell phone mount, and you'll find plenty of options out there. Yeah, for that price and that rugged, I couldn't pass it up. So definitely good there. Shock setup on this truck here. We have modded Traxxas big bores, 2660s. In there, and we're running the Mozambique T-Springs firm for medium, both front and rear for right now. And I do have 3D printed no preload spring cups. So hopefully here soon, probably after this weekend, I'll do an overall video on this one, what all I took from the Capra, what all my parts are into it. Like I said, unfortunately, there's not going to be a straight up full build video, and I have several of those and go over install and stuff like that. So didn't think I necessarily needed to do that. Plus, I messed up anyway. So okay, that one is done. I need that hat because it's supposed to be cool. Oh. In case anyone was wondering, here's what the blue carbon fiber rails look like as well. These also super sweet. I think I'm going to do red for the class 2 there, and kind of go from there. I don't think we will also see the Wraith, the BGR Wraith. Mine is going to go 4-wheel steer. I've decided to go 4-wheel steer over a dig unit in there. Just one, it's actually pretty simple with AR-60s, a couple pieces there, and I swap everything right over. And other than that, yes, we're officially ready for some Class 2 action. This will be honestly, this is going to be a good comp. Regardless, just meeting everybody, it'll be a good run on both the Class 1 and the Class 2 truck, especially the Class 2. Since I am back to hard body, I've done a lot of changes really since the last time I drove it. So really good to see how it does, and if this will also be good if I see any key weaknesses or things I need to adjust and address immediately. I can get that looked at, make the changes, and still have plenty of time to do some more test and tuning before Crawlapalooza or before Scale Nationals and get going there. And everything else just really, the truck's really just kind of coming out pretty good here. I was going through adding up points for the tech sheet stuff, which is good. Make sure I'm at least at the 50, and I'm actually considerably over the 50. I think even without a driver or anything in there, I'm at trucks at like 56 or 57 points right now. So have a little room for leeway. So I'm actually on the tech sheet. I might not even actually include any of my. I might actually drop a few of the accessories off because I won't necessarily need all of them, so I don't need them for the extra points. Yeah, and receivers for the GT3 are pretty good. Great price. Definitely cheaper than Spectrum. That's one thing. So I thought about it a lot. It's probably just mostly because I got the really good deal on the Spectrum, but I debated a lot back and forth between Spectrum and Futaba. And every once in a while I still look at the Futaba because it is just a really nice radio. But I said I've never had any problems with my Spectrum radios. So definitely good. They do everything I need them to do. I think the reason I ended up getting the Pro is I was looking at the DX6, the one with the tablet for the screen, but it was out, and then boom, discontinued. I think probably about a week or two before I decided to buy the Pro. So kind of missed out on that one. But I mean, obviously, it didn't seem like I guess I didn't notice if it had been out very long, but it didn't seem like it was, and then it was discontinued. So kind of curious what happened there. Wayne Harvey, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in, watching the videos. Great content. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Eric's RC here. What do you think of the new G-Shock performance package? It is sweet. I do want to build one at some point. One, I have to track down capper axles, or I may just do with 10.3 axles. I don't know. We'll see. But I do like it. And that is, like I was mentioning earlier, about some extreme like cut bodies. It's not necessarily something that I've been into a lot, but with everything to accommodate that, those carbon fiber sliders and stuff like that, it just looks on point. So yeah, definitely want to build one. I'll be waiting until it is available separate from the links, so that I can get links that I can run on them, and then go from there. But it looks really good. I think it is super sweet. And seeing some of the videos and seeing all the people getting the G-Shocks built up like that, they are coming out looking great. And not just Power Wagon, seeing big thing, in case you haven't noticed or seen posted, the J Concepts Creep. They released a cab-only version of that, and it's $25. And I think I'm going to order one because it looks. That's a couple things. Is cab-only bodies I do enjoy, and that's something like I would do cab only on a G-Shock build like that. So also something other than a Power Wagon to run. So definitely, it's nice to have new options out there. Even though, yes, it is a creep body, but it's cab only. So yes, you could always just cut the bed off, but it always looks a little weird. This one looks more appropriate. So yeah, at some point, yes, I foresee a G-Shot arriving at some point in time. Don't know when. Still recovering. Trying to get saved up and everything for Scale Nationals. So not going too crazy with new builds and stuff here for the next few months. So I'll try to at least keep, obviously, content stuff flowing, even if it, hopefully, like I said, weather, just not sure what to expect. Because winter should be, on that back half, but we had no winter. Our first actual day below like single digits was January 1st. So not exactly sure what to expect for the rest of winter as far as driving, stuff like that. So, but I'll do what I can, even if I have to go back through and redo videos, some of the older videos that are crap, because I watched a couple of my first videos the other day, and they're not good. I'm sorry, people had to watch those. Wait, yes, the Spectrum RC reviews are, yes, they are. Justin Davis, there you go there. Custom RC, not even at 20 scale points for my C2. Now, I mean, depends on where you're at. Like, scale points seems daunting, but once you start going at it, a lot of stuff adds up, and you can get points and stuff pretty quickly. But it's also finding that point. So, like, yes, here's a 50-point Class 2 hard body. So, yes, and it does perform, and it is a 50-point truck. Now, if I were to build this truck identical, or even just take this body off and put on a Lexan, like an extra cliffhanger body with bare minimum skill points, Lexan body is probably going to perform better. Just, that takes almost 10, 12 ounces off the truck. So, puts it in a very, very sweet spot. Dogma RC, DX6R, yeah, that's it. Runs on Android. See, how do you like that thing overall? Have you had any issues with it, or know why it just got discontinued? Like, I've found a couple pop up every once in a while used, but it's very, very rare. But I think it would be, like I said, it was really tempting to me on it, but then it was just gone. Next Chucker, thoughts on running a cantilever setup front rear to get rid of shock towers and lower? Honestly, I haven't messed with cantilever suspensions very much, if at all. So my input on that's probably not going to be the best. But I would probably go. I probably wouldn't do both. I would probably just do rear. Generally, with your bodies, your front towers are generally always fine. The bodies do cover that. It's the rear ones where they get in the way if you're doing like a full bed, stuff like that. But Eric Sarcy, yeah, cab only creep, yes. J Concepts has them. It's like $25, and they're popping up online, and apparently they're already shipping out super fast too. Customer RC thought about trying SSD airfree for Axis with the G-Shot, and then just sliders come out to use on those build. And then just the sliders come. Yep. Yeah, that would work. Yeah, I said that's another thing. And so I'm not going to run cab racks, so I don't necessarily need the rest of that stuff. But I definitely want the sliders, and I think the skid I think would still work as well, very well. So we'll see. At some point, we'll see what happens. When Harvey, how do I like Phoenix? I love the Phoenix a lot. It is always in the truck with me when I go crawling. This will actually probably be the first weekend I don't take it with me just because we're traveling, so don't need a whole lot of stuff. And comping is specifically just 2 classes, so don't need a whole lot there. I'll taking my 1 and 2 obviously, and the kiddo's class 2 just in case he does want to do it, or he can comp. We have it there just in case. But overall, Phoenix, like it a lot. Let me just grab it here. It's a little dirty, but it's okay. If I didn't leave that, okay. I left the battery plugged in, then I started looking at it. But overall, Phoenix, just overall, super fun. And being, knowing it is a more top-heavy truck, it is super capable. It does a lot of things I did not expect it to do. Even before I started doing some modifications, like the shock towers, the link, stuff like that. Did not expect it to do what it did, and it did it in some of those places with ease. So love it. The dig, awesome. The selectable overdrive is amazing. Having that ability to select low and high overdrive when you need it is huge. And like I said, a lot of people really kind of been on the overdrive debate, but we know when you have the ability to choose where to use it and where it benefits the most, that is key. It's knowing when high overdrive is most beneficial and knowing when it is a hindrance. So side hill, high overdrive is a hindrance. Steep climbs, high overdrive is beneficial. Dark RC needs a calibration here and there. Well, I mean, honestly, with any technology anymore, that's about right. Eric RC, let's thank you very much. Scott Hatfield, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in, man. Oh goodness, who's? Oh, thank you, Scott. I just been checking messages here. I need apparently I've been blown up. So, Scott, your teammates finally. Appreciate all the help and support you've been on the channel, stuff like that. Much appreciated. And here's to a great 2022 season. Bama, use them in the dashes mostly. Yeah, 6 channels on the crawlers. Check here. Can't bring Eric RC, can't bring myself to take my Phoenix and scratch up. I mean, just send it. That's just what you can always. Yes, obviously I don't think they're available separately yet. But one thing you could do if you have a really nice paint job, the bodies have been honestly popping up on a okayish regular base on the Vanquish for sale sites on Facebook. Now, yeah, you're going to be for the body and cage. Generally, it's somewhere around $100, but if it gives you a body that you can beat up and not care about, and then have your really nice body, that's an option. That's one thing I wanted to do with when I had the Pro and Ultra fully done, is I wanted to get a second body to just take them out and do the stuff. But overall, it is what it is, and I know I may keep an eye out myself too for a second clear body, and maybe do another two-tone paint job here. Probably I would, if I didn't know the Phoenix, I would honestly probably do the exact same thing, but with a far more aggressive color. And honestly, I do want another Phoenix, like something fierce. They're just fun. Wayne Harvey built mine, just haven't been able to drive it due to some health issues, but can't wait to run mine. Your paint job is awful. Well, thank you very much, and sorry to hear about that. Hope you get to feeling better here soon and get out and enjoy everything. Things going here. Jay Ray's question in class 1. Have to be metal frame. Can they be carbon with just suits? No. Yeah, class 1. I mentioned I did just release that today, my in-depth on class 1 for Scout Nationals. Class 1 has to be a metal chassis. It has to have frame rails. Now the shock hoops, they can be carbon fiber, but the chassis itself, the rails, have to be metal. And actually, and even so, technically you don't have to run shock hoops. If you run like a cantilever setup, you don't have to worry about shock hoops. But chassis, metal, shock hoops, those can be carbon fiber. XRC that Traxxas paint does well in all temperatures. Oh, there, I missed one earlier. Indy, yeah, nice day to paint Phoenix. Yeah, I've been painting. I painted the kiddo's Mortician body. I painted that at work. Had a little free time at the end of the day, and just kind of like, we're good, caught up on everything. I'm gonna paint some stuff real quick. Not advised, but I turned the spare bedroom or the spare bathroom into a painting booth when it is cold outside, and I want to get a body done. I painted the Phoenix at work, but I painted this in the spare bathroom paint booth, and my Mortician. If I wanted to try the new Traxxas paint, I've used a couple of them. I don't think I'm a fan of it. It worked. I don't like the way it comes out of the can at all. Like, I already can't paint good as it is. So I at least need the paint to spray evenly and good. The Traxxas paint, I've tried warming the cans, just shaking the cans or just letting them sit in warm water to get a good initial spray pattern. And the cans I have just haven't. They are boosh. And you're like, oh no. And so you try to wipe off and try to clean some stuff real quick. So it may have just been me. I may have had a bad couple cans and I haven't bought any since. I mean, paint I use more than anything. To me, it paints, obviously. But I've had really good luck with this. And I like their colors. And cool thing is here, because I'm not good at painting this stuff, it gives you a good list of everything on the back that works best to protect the paint the best. They have all the different colors backers and all the prep and everything already. And price-wise, just a little bit about the same price as Tamiya, but a decent-sized can. So I really like them. The colors come out. The colors just pop. And they have a lot of the color shift paint, a couple different color shifts as well. So that is my preferred paint, is the Spaz-6 myself. Jay Reyes, no problem. Not a problem. I'm glad that I was able to get the question answered for you. Yeah, Eric answered there. Yeah, it does not cover well. It's a rough finish. Yes. Yeah, I think purple is another color for the G-Speed carbon fiber rails that they were thinking about. That would be pretty sweet. I would be sold on those immediately. I do want the yellow still, and red. And actually, those are the last two colors I need anyway. But yeah, the Phoenix, I had a blast putting it together. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I was not having any issues with certain parts. Like I said, in that Phoenix update video, yes, I did break a gear, and I knew exactly when I broke the gear. And that was all me, not the truck. I sent it. Yes, it does. I started doing that on. Actually, did that on the Phoenix. I did Tamiya clear inside, then laid down the paint. I wanted to do. I thought about doing matte clear over on the outside when I was done, but honestly, it just kind of stuck and works really, really well. Fred, hello from Ohio. How's it going? Thanks for tuning in. I really need to catch up. So everyone, I'm getting messaged up a lot here. Ooh, that's right. I can get a 4-wheel steer capper and do a G-shot. Might have to do that. And those are Vanquish Rock Jocks. Those are brand new Vanquish Rock Jocks. Yes, how much? Okay, I think I'm caught up. Sorry about that. Yeah, I mean, there you go, Eric. Your Ohio people are just popping up all over the place. As Tucker, Cincinnati area, oh man, I think we've had a pretty good overall, geographical audience. Some Australia, a couple from overseas, Canada. That's just one thing I always enjoy that, or seeing where everyone tunes in from, and especially knowing like in some of those places, the extreme time difference or even day difference. It's pretty cool. I enjoy it. I like seeing all that stuff. Oh my goodness. I log off I close the page for 1 minute. Wow. King of Hammers, Super Shafty. I need to go to the Super Shafty Fall Crawl. I think that needs to happen, but I think that is that's the same time as Crawlapalooza. I think that's why I haven't been able to go. It's the same time as Crawlapalooza. It's tempting to get the G-Shock kit just to build up. It really is. That would be 4-wheel steer would be pretty sweet. Like the new 4-wheel steer capper would be pretty good to do it. Unfortunately, like just to get capper axles, honestly, that's maybe one of the cheaper routes to do is get it, pull the axles off, and sell the rest of it. Because normally what I've done before is just purchase everything separately, then build the capper axle and then install it. But there are several pieces that have been out of stock for quite some time. I think axle shafts was one I could not find, and obviously I could find aftermarket housings, but just plastic housings as well, just to at least get it going. I cannot find any plastic housings. Could just build Vanquish capper axles, I guess. Those come with axles, but it's also $500. But also worth it because they're sweet. And offsetting on the capper axle, super good. But that is just another reason I kind of want another Phoenix. I don't know if I necessarily would build another Phoenix all the way, but maybe do the body and paint. But then I really do kind of like you, Andy. I want to put the new VFD and these axles under an LCG chassis. really, really thinking about it there. Wayne coming in from Florida. Oh, and Indy's 30 minutes from 30 minutes from Talladega. There we go. This one talks about Eric. Yeah, this is the old Class 1 truck. Yeah, saw a lot of it in the video earlier. Just see if they flex seal. No, I haven't. I'm actually behind on most of YouTube stuff that I watch on a regular basis. I am behind. I fell asleep last night. I even missed the regular live stream from last night. I just fell asleep. Yes. That's where I could put them, because I was sitting there, I was like, pretty messing me about them, and I was like, ooh, I like those. Don't know what I put them in, but you mentioned Marler, and that would be perfect. That is exactly what my Class 0 needs. There is some rock jocks. Just have to wait for leaf spring mounts to come in stock at some point, and life and be good to go. Definitely fun build with the V3 chassis. If I do a V3 Phoenix, there are plenty of tips in my build. So yes, I think highlight. I'm still figuring out everything on there. I had it where it could pull up like the app and made navigation easier, and then something happened and now I can't navigate it. Could just be my phone. Maybe I need to actually probably just use the computer and get all that figured out and be good to go. But yeah, hopefully this week can be a good one. Honestly, I'm really looking for a good shakedown run and just see how this does. Like I said, I mentioned in the video, the Class 1 video earlier. Class 1, and I've said before, is becoming my favorite classes to participate in. I like the small tire challenge of it, and just, everything's, the more scale factor of it. And I really like the Class 1 build, all the different rules and making sure everything's good. It's just more elements into that build that I like, and just gives me more time into the build and more thought throughout the build and stuff like that. Horizon Hobby has some leaf spring mounts for the regular AR-44. Are they back in? Ooh, they're back in stock. I'm gonna have to order some of those. I do have AR-44s. I just was thinking about doing other ones, but I'm gonna dig with regular AR-44s. Tap Talk is a good app, Jack. Okay, yes, that's the one. I need to download that one then. I couldn't remember what the name of it was. Plus, it's easy to post pics for your phone. Brilliant idea. Tap Talk. And okay, so we'll get that going. Chainsaw, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. I can look and see if they're the one piece or not. I mean, I was looking. Yeah, I always see if they're one piece or two piece, but the way they mount, they should still work, because the one piece. Because on the leaf spring mounts for the one piece axle, they bolt in right here, and then on the two piece axle, the piece is separate, but they're still the. I don't know. It's not. It is different. Dang, I could do that, I suppose. Dremel for the win. Yeah, I bet they're for one piece. I don't actually have enough one piece axles for that. Plus, I would want the 3-piece axles. So, yeah. Need to get back on RCC. It's been a while. I haven't looked at their forums. Actually, I forgot about them. Yeah. Said I've always kind of just make my way around there, but finally just actually registered the other day, and getting all that figured back out stuff. So definitely fun and interesting. Oh, crap. Oh, Wayne, I don't know if you are looking, but I did see a post probably about an hour ago that was brand new in package 10-2 Rock Jocks on the Vanquish page. I think they were posted for $450. I could be totally wrong on the price, but I know there was a new set in there and they were posted earlier. Okay, they are single piece. Okay. Honestly, I think it's still, no, they won't work. Dang. I really just don't want to go back to single piece axles, but gives me time. I'm not too worried about it right now. I'm just honestly just having a blast driving the classic around the leaf springs, just watching it bounce all over the place. It's pretty fun. Another cool thing this week, in case everybody Scale Nationals, see they added a rock bouncing in there. This guys will be coming down, setting up some stuff. Can't remember which day they're going to be doing it, setting it up. But rock bouncing now there, so there's starting to be some more stuff to do. So that's going to be super awesome. So Skittles will be venturing down to Alabama. Any thoughts on the new F10 portals on C1? Curious to see. It's not Harley and Scale Builders Guild, both are C1s. Those are on F10 portals, aren't they? If I recall correctly. I think I've seen someone else online do it as well. So I think they definitely never actually measured to see actually how wide they are. Now, this is with some wide wheels anyway. Goodness gracious, the thing is. But with the right, I think they work really, really well. I think I've been seeing some people with the Team Project wheels. There's a little shading on the portal cover, and then the Team Project wheel fits in there good. And then that narrows it up quite a bit. I think would make it a very solid choice. Honestly, I mean, it's a solid choice already. As one thing that I've said, I kind of want to do it, but I probably just got to wait after Scale National. Just I know better, and I've told myself to not do it, and that is change anything major on the trucks. But probably after Scale Nationals, probably redo the body and might go Air 45 portals on there just to see. Maybe if I can the body a little bit lighter, or try to build a body from scratch and go from there. Really regretting taking apart one of my rigs right now. I can't find the upper links for the front. That's magnetic mats for the win. Or like links. When I take links apart, I always have some painter's tape and I wrap them up. I wrap the front and then I wrap the rear and set them off to the side. If it's going to be tore apart or down for a while, that's what I do. Picking up a set from Buddy this weekend. We'll see how they work out. Nice. Yeah, I should have picked up. I'm going to have to start keeping my eye out just for those F10 portals too. Just see how they are. I think I was looking to actually build them, and I think they were, again, just waiting on. I've just seen this live last night, but don't remember what he said he was running. I think the smallest incision hubs with the Phoenix wheels and the optics KLRs for Class 1. Yeah, and that would work. I mean, that's obviously a solid choice, and yeah, wheelbase and everything in there would do good. because that is definitely, I would say, definitely one of the better portal turning range trucks. I haven't messed side by side between this and an Air 45 portal as far as turning, but I'd say they're very, very close for sure. And honestly, probably just a couple little sanding or Dremel action would probably get them to turn very, very good as well. So it's a different day. Yeah. I'd like to have set of those Team Project wheels there. So, yes. The Team Project wheels are, they're definitely a purpose wheel. I mean, for that offset, get everything tucked in there, bring in that width and everything. And they look good, especially with all the different anodized colors and options now. Definitely tons of options out there and super, super awesome. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's F10s, but I said, yeah, I don't remember either. I mean, granted, I fell asleep last night, so I didn't watch it, but pretty sure in the video before, pretty sure it was F10s. So yeah, now that Skittles is going to go to Scale Nationals, actually thinking about doing a couple different things. Actually thinking about doing it in both the Rift and the Wraith. Is pulling the Mamba X out and putting the Mamba Monster X in there, just for some more overkill. So thinking about swapping that in there, especially since these are already higher kV motors, and not necessarily running them on all recommended settings, but they're holding up. Everything on them has held up really good. The Rift at this point has been super solid. I think at this point, I don't think there's anything left to really change as far as weak points. It would be nice to do a metal chassis. Would be pretty sweet. But honestly, I do like this one. Skid and drive shafts, skid and drive shafts, I think would be the next thing that I change up on here. And it's just me personally, but I haven't felt the need to change the motor housing and stuff like that. I haven't felt the need for it, other than it does look really, really good when it's completely done like that. But for the most part, should be good to go there. I haven't driven the Rift a whole lot lately, so maybe I need to just take it out and let it rip. I was hoping for the weather to just take it out and let it rip a little bit. We actually, it was just way too cold. Like, I'm okay with snow and ice, but when it's snow and ice and negative, I tend to just stay inside and try to stay warm as best I can. There we go. So yeah, runs on here. Hopefully I'll be able to get it managed in, but get ESC switched out, just honestly just for overkill purposes. And Skittles is going to Scale Nationals too. More stuff to do, more stuff to break. I was going to try to take like minimum amount of trucks, but so that'll have to be obviously 1, 2, and 3, Rift, and the Phoenix will go, and either the 6x6 or the Wraith. I haven't quite decided on that one yet, which one of those two is going to go. Oh goodness. Nice. At least you got them found. That's all that matters sometimes. As long as you find it, you're good to go. Doing a little bit here on the Wraith. Got more of a corporate interior in here. Got some actual 3D printed seats installed there. Got the electronics covered up a little bit better. So happy with the way that's coming out. And said need to, I think we are going to go 4-wheel steer. So need to make sure everything actually, how far out everything everything should be fine, clear. I just need to cut that center section out right there. It should be good to go. A little bit of cutting and trimming, and we'll be ready for four-wheel steer on the range. Actually, I'm not. I need knuckles and C-hubs. I just now remember. Yeah, can't catch a break here through the week and the cold on the weekends and rain. I'm calling for snow down here. Yes, exactly. Like this week's been relatively nice. It's been chilly in the morning, but by afternoon it's been okay. And then winter, weekend time comes, and I think they put snow and rain in the forecast for Friday or Saturday morning here. But I will be gone. I'll be headed to Denver, so obviously cold there. But at least the comp's inside, so don't have to worry about it. HRC, the Axial colors with the orange on the rift. Yes, I'm with the awful purple now, so I may actually order. I think I'm going to leave the front orange. I'll probably order a purple rear axle or purple sway bar. I haven't decided. We're just going to keep mix matching the colors. I think they have green too, so actually maybe a green sway bar, purple axle housing. Do you know where I can find just steering links for the AR-44? Several places. If you're looking for just super readily available, online would probably Incision or Vanquish would probably have some there in the works. You can go in and you can select if you want just steering links, you can select just the steering links. Or A-Main probably has something too. Better run store, get your milk and bread. If you can find milk and bread, that is the thing, is finding a lot of those parts or finding a lot of those things. One I've had problems here, or I think in general, energy drinks. Like I drink, I either have my Red Bull in the morning or I have my Monster juice. It's just something that has to be done in the morning. Otherwise, people could very well die. Just one of those things. But they come in and then they sell out super, super fast. And then they're generally out of stock for sometimes a couple weeks at a time. So I'm kind of all over the place. Sometimes my morning will consist of 2 quick trips to get a drink. Because normally I would just buy in bulk at like Dillon's or Walmart or Sam's. But even they sometimes just don't have it. Or I have to get a drink. Or honestly, if I just have to, last resort. No, not last resort because it's also delicious. But I'll stop at Starbucks. But sometimes I like the a cold energy drink in the morning to get the day started. Eric, did I miss from where? What? I missed that question or don't remember what I said. Rockstar Punch. I've tried that. I don't remember which one I had, but one of them was okay. The other one was kind of hurt me. Customer Mercy Crawlers was wanting high clearance, but didn't want to order an entire link kit. Just the steering links. I don't necessarily know if I've noticed a difference, but if that's the case, if that's what you're looking for, yeah, you can just order. So like in the works, I haven't actually messed with a little bit, but I'm pretty sure there's a section in there that you can choose just your steering links, or you can message in the works and tell them, hey, I need a set of steering links for AR-44, and go from there. Just if you just need those 2 links, that's what you need. That should be able to get you taken care of. Keep it. How's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Chainsaw NOS. Yeah, honestly, you can't go wrong with the NOS. The axles on the Rift, those are all Trio. That build is full Trio. When I started building the Rift, Viviton was always one of them, but that was Trio was the only other one making quality aftermarket axles at the time. Vanquish does offer Rift axles now too, so that is another option if I were to ever do another Rift. But overall, the quality on all the Trio stuff I put on there has been top notch. I have had no issues with fitments. They came with oversized bearings and lots of good stuff. So honestly, I would recommend them for on the Rift for lots of those pieces. I've had great luck with it. No broken pieces. So overall, great experience. I will say that. Indy, same here. I mean, you just mentioned bad weather and everyone goes crazy. But even just right now, we're like not even experiencing stuff, just weird stuff out of stock in the stores, stuff like that. Honestly, one thing, like I don't cook a whole lot. I've grew up not that good off. Paid for college, lived in a small apartment, so I know how to survive on ramen and fried bologna. Perfectly delicious. I was raised on that stuff. Sometimes I like simple pizzas, Red Baron, stuff like that. Even just pizza rolls. I was there the other day. The pizza section was completely empty. I was very, very sad because I really was wanted to grab a pizza, go home, throw it in the oven, relax, and just chill. I didn't want to do anything crazy. So now, or just they can't seem to keep it on the shelf. Next check feeling on that one. Typically, a couple Monster and Java, about 4 or 5 cups of coffee a day. Yeah. I don't know what it is. I don't mind like a cappuccino or something like that, but like first thing in the morning, it's like a cold drink. Like, that first drip of Red Bull that touches my soul is just like, I am still alive. And, I'll finish that, and then I can go get some coffee or cappuccino or pick up a latte or something from Starbucks and be perfectly fine. But hot stuff first thing in the morning, I just can't do it. I don't know, it's just weird. Yeah. And the Monster Juice, the blue and orange, the baby blue one and orange one, and that my preferred Monster in the morning. Just really hits the spot. Guard TV, how's it going? I like channel, been using and modifying the SX24, but really want to get a 10th scale. Which one do you recommend starting out? Traxxas or Axial? Both are great options. Traxxas, obviously, you'd be looking at the TRX4. The TRX4 overall is a very solid platform and has a ton of aftermarket support, rather just in the stock platform itself, and then even in the aftermarket performance like LCG chassis. There are several chassis out there that do accommodate for the TRX4 platform. So definitely options there. And strength, the TRX4 is, I'd say, probably one of the strongest RTRs as far as parts. Electronics, not so much, probably one of the weakest as far as RTR. Traxxas electronics are just, you can't bet on them, put it that way. But then Axial, tried and proven Axial, good old 10.2 RTR or kits, solid. 10.3 is very fun. So performance-wise, between the two, I still put the good old 10.2 Honcho or Deadbolt as far as performance. They're just, the straight axles have the abilities over the top-heavy counterparts of the portals from the 10.3 RTR and the TRX4 RTR. The 10.3 or the 10.2 RTR just has better geometry, weight balance, stuff like that. I just think it just crawls better and has just abundance of aftermarket support and will always have aftermarket support for what we can see as a very long foreseeable future. So either one will be great. If you are doing more trailing, just out and about, or some of this scale side, I think I do generally prefer or recommend the TRX4 a little bit more on that side because for trailing, well, I guess depending on which TRX4 you get, for trailing, like the 2-speed is very nice. For trailing, kick it in high gear and just go out, trail for hours. And the locking, unlocking dips are fun for that scale factor. And the Traxxas bodies do look very good, very scale. I think they're very scale. And they're just overall very well put together bodies. The paint holds up good and stuff like that. The 10.3 for trailing also does okay. It doesn't have doesn't have locking or unlocking dips, but they do come with the dig RTR and the option for the 2-speed. Now with the 10.3, the 2-speed, there isn't much of a noticeable difference between high and low, so it's kind of pointless. And dig doesn't really help you much on it can obviously be used when you're out trailing, but you get more use out of something else than dig if you're just out for trailing. So kind of there. If you're more trailing, just want to do some modifications, a little bit here and there, and just out mostly just trailing and just some light crawling, TRX4 for that part of it. Looking for more, performance side, some trailing, but more performance, I recommend an S610 too, or I guess the if you change the body, the 10.3 straight axle is a performer as well. It's just the body's massive. Or also wasn't mentioned, but it's always in there, and actually, is my preferred Elements. Element HD, which I believe is the only way you can get a regular Sendero now with 475 tires. So the Element HD is an exceptionally performing crawler, and it is quiet. So there's Element HD or the Ecto Gatekeeper. The Ecto and Gatekeeper have a rear trailing arm suspension system. Gatekeeper is caged. Ecto has just a regular body on top of it. And then they have more scale stuff, like the Night Runner is very, very scale in appearance. Actually, I have some parts off of it right now, but very good there. Small tires. I have independent front suspension. Lots of accessories available for this thing. I think I do have everything. I need to work on getting the IFS correction kit done. That is the next thing I'm doing on that before I take it back out. Is getting that IFS stuff printed off and fixed. Keep it scale. Do I have any drag or drift cars, or do I just go crawling? Crawling is my preferred. I go through my bash phases where I will get some bashers, and I enjoy building bashers. My X-Max was a super fun build. All my Cretons, my Limitless, super fun builds. But our bash crowd here it's getting a lot better and more consistent, because I like being out with other people and doing all that. And sometimes when no one else comes out, it's just you, bashing can get boring. So I kind of go in and drift cars. I do have a drift car. It just will probably never get driven because it's on the rear side. We do have, I guess it's actually not really a drift car, it's a touring car. But I've had drift cars before, and I do want to do a drag build. I'm just really torn on what to do. Drag racing, I was getting ready to, and then new rules came out. The world turned into flame. The RC prep world went up in flames and chaos. Then new rules came out, and I think everything's calmed back down. Might still be on fire. I'm not sure. I know there's big payouts coming. So I'm just really torn on what direction to go or start with. As far as no prep, local, we do have a very active no prep scene. So I need to just go out there on a Saturday, just hang out with those guys, kind of see what's going on. I think I really mostly just want to build one because I ordered and bought the Proline Super Body to do a build on, and I haven't done anything with it. I'll probably actually have that done by someone that knows what they're doing, because I have a really couple good paint schemes in mind. I can picture it and explain it. I can't do it. So we may end up just doing like an RTR or the associated drag car, and just get it going and just do a little things here and there, mess with some electronics, and kind of see what happens, I guess. I I know there's a lot to do on the drag car and build, and it's really, really fun, but I really don't want to go down that rabbit hole. So time will tell. Stock 10.2 outcrawl. Yeah, Eric, there you go, right there. You're getting all that stuff in there. Yes, 10.2 will outcrawl a T-Rex 4. Indy. VFD trans with T-Rex 4 axles will crawl really well. Yes, that will crawl. It's not stock though, cheater. In-depth response. No, not a problem at all. That's kind of what we're here for. That's really, I think, what's helped my mindset on here is kind of, obviously, yes, I'm more crawl orientated and more on the performance-based side of it, but I do like to touch a bit on everything. And, you know, I was the new guy a few years ago. Didn't know a whole lot, spent hours and hours searching and then watching videos and then figuring stuff out. So with as explosive as skill comp crawling has really blown up substantially over the last while. It's always been big, but I think it's getting tenfold more and more. It's just something that needed, talked in more in depth, and it really helped point people in the right direction, because it is daunting when you first you go to a comp and you see what some of these trucks can do, and you have a stock RTR and you look at what all they've done, it seems really daunting. Once you get into it, it's not that bad. It's expensive, can be, but it's super fun. Santa bought the Sendero HD for one of the boys for Christmas. Nice. I like that Santa. HD was fun. That was such a fun truck. Really was. Honestly, I would still have it if the Night Runner had not came out. I would still have the HD if the Night Runner had not came out. Eric starts to, yeah, element crawls. Yeah, the IFS it's something. I like IFS just for that scale factor, but I've had IFS in a V3, and it was oddly really, really good. Really, really good. I think just how heavy the weight of the IFS unit and its placement helped out immensely with side hill and incline. But now that custom has that IFS correction kit, which raises and gives you, looking at the pictures, a noticeable amount of clearance on there. So I definitely need to do that, because if I want to do that, run it on here for a little while and see how everything does. And then we might get really dumb and build a full IFS Class 1 truck. I think it would be fun. And with the right stuff and enough clearance there, I think it can happen. Or at least I just want to at least try. I think it would be cool. Creating a trophy rider. Oh, the trophy rider, I've always wanted one of those. Those looked super, super fun. Speaking of, that new Arma thing that they just came out today looks wicked. So definitely have to, I think, Scale Builder Scale just put a video up on it. So I need to go check that out and watch that. As far as bashers, wrestler, nice, all the good stuff there. Would you ever do an Air 45 straight axle with VFD? I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't see why not. I mean, it's an offset axle. The VFD meshes better with offset axles, so honestly, it'd be a good combination. Air 45s are just Air 44s with an offset pumpkin is an easy way to explain it, because good solid straight axle with that offset pumpkin, so a little bit of advantage there. Stock rig in the stable other than the kids' trucks. As a matter of fact, theirs are all only RTRs. Mine are all built as gathered parts. That's that's kind of where I got to, and that's why some of these do have more stuff, or like you see me doing things that don't necessarily need to be done, is because like the truck's built, and just make it a little bit nicer. We'll put some nicer wheels on it. We'll put a little nicer, stuff on it. Once you get to that point where you just small upgrades, that's really all you have to do, and then your trucks just keep getting, more and more and more. Chris Martin, there's a class here at the RC Park for bone stock rigs. You just can't change except for other stocks. Yeah, we're working on something like that here, trying to get a stock class going. But I'm making some exceptions because there are just some things on RTRs that just aren't good, and they just kind of suck. So we're gonna work on something like that just to kind of get everybody involved. Next structure is like the new bright bodies considered a hard body. For the most part, all the ones that I felt, yes. What makes a hard body is its thickness. 0.6. There's a thickness in the circle rules on how thick a body needs to be considered a hard body. But yeah, most of those new bright ones, they're considered hard bodies. But anyways, all right, guys, I'm probably going to wrap this one up. I got to finish packing and do some other things, finish my last few batteries charging. So anyways, thanks for coming. Thanks for hanging out for the night. Hopefully, got the GoPros charged. Hopefully, get some footage this weekend. Might even randomly go live if I can from Team Project. I think that'd be pretty cool. So we'll go from there. We'll see. Probably won't have. It'll probably be mid next week before I get any new videos or anything else out. Just with being gone all week, and there's gonna put in that. But more to come. Stay tuned as always. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for all the channel support. Much appreciated. So everyone, have a great one and crawl on, everyone.